Developing at this hour, Buffalo police are investigating an officer-involved shooting in the city. It happened around 4 o'clock this morning on Tonawanda Street. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Kate Welshow for Two on Your Sides. Alexandra Rios Malvia has been following this story for us and joins us now in the newsroom with more on how these types of investigations typically play out. Alex.
Good evening, Kate. Buffalo police say one person was shot by an officer this morning, and tonight that man is in critical but stable condition.
When police respond to a mental health call, most of the time they don't even know what they're walking into.
You're dealing with somebody that may or may not be acting irrationally, somebody that might be under the influence of narcotics, somebody that might require medication.
Retired Buffalo Police Chief Jeff Ronaldo, who is not working on this case, says this becomes a challenge for law enforcement when they're trying to bring the resources necessary to help.
They're very challenging calls for service for officers to respond to.
The call Buffalo police officers responded to early Saturday morning was on the 500 block of Tonawanda Street near Hurdle Avenue, where a man was threatening to die by suicide with a pellet long gun. Police say he was in a room upstairs and other people were home.
Time is always on the side of the officers to try to slow things down, to attempt to reason with and negotiate with an individual.
When the 36-year-old man did not put the weapon down, an officer shot him in the shoulder. The man is now in critical but stable condition.
Sometimes the actions of the individual will cause the police to have to respond to it for the safety of themselves, for the safety of the public, and for the safety of the individual.
The police officer has been placed on administrative leave as the investigation by the Internal Affairs Division is still underway.
The first thing that's going to happen is the department's going to review any and all body cam footage of the incident. They're going to look to see what type of behavior the individual was exhibiting, and then they will measure the officer's response and the use of that force.
Ronaldo says the last thing officers ever want to do is use any kind of force.
Unfortunately, sometimes they do result in incidents like this, but it's always a last resort.
Tonight, the man is in custody at ECMC after a search of the house turned up multiple illegal firearms. Multiple charges against him are pending. But for now, on your side in Buffalo, I'm Alexandra Rios Malvia, Channel 2 News.